easy to identify. You find the Nigeria Info logo on it, and with over 200,000 followers. So yeah, you definitely know that's it. And then you scroll down to the live stream where we have the newspaper review Morning Crossfire being streamed live now. So all you need to do is like it and click on the share button to join the conversation this morning. Very easy. So wherever you are now, Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. On X, it is Nigeria Info PH. So join us on X as well and drop your comments. I would encourage you to do that. Not many of us have been dropping comments on X. So yeah, drop your comments on X and we'll be taking them on the show as well. The WhatsApp number still is 0809 030 6416. All right, let's get the people on the live stream on Facebook up to 1,000. That should work, shouldn't it? Should work. So you get to watch and listen at the same time. Now, quickly over to some headlines on the Vanguard newspaper. Naira depreciation makes Lagos, Abuja cheapest global cities for expatriates. Minimum wage. Why governors are foot dragging. That's also a headline on the Vanguard newspaper. Minimum wage. Why governors are foot dragging. That's the headline on the Vanguard newspaper. Obaseki gives Edo CP 7 days to fish out killers of Uniben graduate. It's a very sad one for Edo State. Our heart goes out to the family of that young graduate who lost their life. And another one says drug trafficking charge. Court rejects Abba Kyari's fresh request for bail. Why Nigeria is sending astronauts to space, federal government. I understand that we have the, the times that we're in, 21st century, the importance of, matching up with the technology, and I get it. We've had several satellites on space, launched to space. I think NICOMSAT 1 and 2, I don't know which of them went missing. How effective have we even used those ones to tackle some of the problems we have, especially within security? Well, if you ask the layman on the streets, they will tell you they haven't seen it. And then when you put that with what we have right now, how cybercrime and all of that is a problem in this country, and we have a department special for that funded. And we have this technology in space, and we still have not been able to utilize it to its full potential. And then you look at the what do I call it? The situation with the economy and more other pressing issues that directly affects the residents of this country that are basic that we should have as a country. Some people would question it, but then if you want to know why the government thinks it's important to do it, well, get onto the Vanguard and read up to find out why. Now let's go to the Punch newspaper. On Punch, the lead headline here says Rivers parallel stare police bar for I think this headline will be misleading, so you might have to go read and get the picture. I think this headline would lead a couple of people because I'm sure we have an idea of what the real story is. So don't just run with the headline the way you have to read it and get it. We know that there was a security meeting with governor, and that was how the conclusion came to say, okay, the police should secure the various secretariats because of a fear of breakdown of law and order, and hence because of that the new council chairman for the time being have to operate an alternative location at least until everything is calm and settled. Then perhaps they would get the green light to go to the secretariat. That's what the story is. So don't just settle with this. I think you just go into details and look at that headline so you understand it better on the Punch newspaper. This one says federal government eyes $4.4 billion new loan as debt hits 101 trillion naira. So we're increasing our debt profile. Okay. Cholera. NCDC may declare emergency. Lagos issues safety guidelines. Here we are. And federal government seeks 18-month extension for $800 million World Bank palliative scheme. All of these are headlines from the Punch newspaper. Nnamdi Kanu denounces Southeast killings, seeks negotiation with federal government. All of these are headlines from the Punch newspaper. Now, the phone numbers are 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. Those are the headlines. Those are the numbers, I beg your pardon, that you can call to join the conversation. And I remember Facebook still is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. And I have several messages coming in already. We'll be taking some of your comments on Facebook while we wait on your calls. Gifting Sirim says the police are always reactive instead of being proactive. If they had done what they are supposed to do, the situation in Omuma would have been curtailed. Well, there are many people that think the police would have seen this coming and moved in as the law enforcement agency to secure all of those secretariats. So why didn't that happen early enough? Alaric Beef says, good morning. The advice from the governor to CC chairman and member shows that he's a peace-loving man. Pressure says, please help me tell federal government to continue borrowing and borrowing because that's why we elected them. Skifu Pires Akpabio says, reintroduced anthem could have tackled banditry. My question is, how is it going to tackle it? I don't know, my brother. Governor Fubara is charting the calls for a peaceful and prosperous River State. He has done well. Beckel says, why police never allowed them enter secretariat? I think it's for the best interest of Rivers people, for the safety of people of the state. The governor is wise. They should work from alternative locations. I think it's, if anybody looks at it, it makes a lot of sense to do it that way, especially if you're suing for peace and you don't want to look as though you're confronting anybody or daring anybody who is daring you. It would make sense. Jeff Etibek says the governor ordering proper audit of outgone council chairman is in the right direction. Former chief of staff to Eche Council should watch his steps. He's overacting even more than his principal. Lorenzo Delight says Governor Fubara asking citizens to audit past administration is a good one. Federal government sending someone to space under this harsh economy is it ideal. The ones we have, are they functional? I don't think we've sent any Nigerian to space. I don't think we have, but I know that we've launched several satellites to space, and I was hitherto talking about how effective have that been. What have we done with that technology? How have we harnessed that technology beyond making phone calls? Beyond making phone calls, because there's a lot you can do with a satellite in space, a whole lot. Perhaps they'll give us more information as to the type of satellite and what its capabilities are. Aggie says, if this measure was adopted from the beginning, the loss of lives would have been avoided. Still, I worry at Messi. May God help our dear River State. And let's also be very frank. Nobody asked anybody to go to secretariats to say they want to occupy. Let's also be very honest with that reality. Rivers people, most of them, youths, groups, all decided to say that they want to. And you can't also blame the police on the other hand. The police cannot stop you from going on a peaceful march or peaceful demonstration or peaceful. It is their duty to provide security for you because they were notified that you were doing this. So possibly that's also something that the police was doing because, I mean, nobody was going to expect any form of violence. So we'd also have to be patient and wait for the investigation of the police and what it would tell as to perhaps how these people died and who was behind it and which people fired the shots or whatever, and possible arrest that could be made. Mufasa from NTA, let's hear you this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Go on.
Yes, good one. The governor swears in new CTC chairman, and his usual peaceful disposition, he has asked them not to be confrontational. I think that's the way to go. We are very proud of this governor. He is not the kind of person that would want a breakdown of law and order. I also want to congratulate this set of chairmen. I'm sure they have the capacity to do what is necessary. Andrew, I want to say that the governor has equally asked them that they can run the council from anywhere. And for me, I think the palace does not make king the king. The former chairman, we know that most of them even sign vouchers in hotel rooms and all of that. Those who think staying in the council secretariat gate to prevent this new one from functioning, my brother, they are in for a very long thing. And the person who says that he's not going to vacate the council until the the appeal court hearing of today. And I want to ask you, because I know ignorance is a big disease. Is the appeal court hearing anything that has to do with government council in Rivers State? Because I think people really need to be guided, adequately. The appeal court hearing of today has nothing to do with local government council. So those who say they want to remain as chief of staff until the hearing of today, to just, get themselves enlightened so that we don't begin to misguide, the law.
All right, Mufasa, thank you. Let's go to JJ in Rumigbo. I think it's a very interesting thing, because also yesterday I was watching, I think it was a press briefing where we had the caretaker chairman of the APC in Rivers State, Chief Tony Okocha, and the APC calling for a state of emergency to be declared in the state. And well, for some people, have we gotten to that point? Are we at that state where this should now be a situation where we call for a state of emergency to be declared? Should we even consider that thought? But I'm pretty sure that will be circulating all over social media now, and it's going to have a lot of Rivers people talking and thinking, okay, why are we looking in that direction? But that's the position of the APC now in Rivers State. JJ from Rumigbo, good morning.
Andrew, good morning.
Welcome.
What you're looking for in NISAT 1, that one has gone missing. But let me start from a shade this morning, where a self-acclaimed chief of staff has come to misinform the public. But I want to also call on the police once more, because I blame the CP Police River State for what happened, and I want to call him now. This was the same guy who led hoodlums and some of your policemen today to destroy people's property in a shade. You claim you declared him wanted. He has come again, and another trouble is brewing. Have not done anything. Sir, if it's what means sending you message every day how you should go about your work, AJ will do it, because you were not proactive at first. Now another one is coming in a shade. Do something now, because that was the same person you declared wanted and you said you're looking for. Is now, they have told you that is now before a shade gate, shutting everywhere. I thought it was your men that was supposed to be in charge. That said, oh God, Nigeria is going to space. I hope the person that is sending will send some of his people to follow at the end of the day. And conclusively, Iname Ewo has been talking about getting Rivers properties back. And somebody from Emoato has been challenging. Now the challenge is with him. The job they said they give you, go to site. Nobody will swallow bridge and go free right now. There's a
JJ, all right. Now. Thank you very much. Good news from our three. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother, man.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. I want to add my voice to that of the governor who is giving charge to the citizens to be law abiding. People who have not seen anything thought they have seen something. Nobody's monopoly of power or violence. And I love the way the CNC members are going about it. More especially my own chairman, Chijoke Ihuo, and my friend, Valentin Oji, who are going about it. Congratulations to them. And again, the issue of the investigation of the police, I think that the Commissioner of Police is not serious, because he is aware that in Omoma and Eche, whenever they go for any campaign, some persons will send hoodlums, destroy the canopies. My it is PDP or the one that is okay. And arrest these situations. It happened in the chair. Even my parents, when I met you, went there. It happened in Omoma the very first time. And fingers have been pointing towards some alleged. I didn't say police loud. Someone is still shouting and the police is keeping quiet, I think you should stop and do the right. Finally, the properties of River State to be taken back. Beyond that, why they are talking about taking properties of River State? They should talk about bringing out industries like this company I used to shout at that you employ more than 2,000 persons beyond your station. The governor should look into it too. My name is Good News Port Harcourt.
Thank you. God's time from Onelga. Good morning.
Good morning. Recovering of River State property from the former governor. If you mean, my worry is not the recovery. My worry is why is it that we always tend to winch out or bite the rest, especially when we are not in good terms. Nnam Ewo was someone who I knew was on radio praising Ezebonye Sonwike when he was the governor. All of a sudden, because of some political differences and crisis rocking the PDP, or maybe misunderstanding between the former governor and the present governor, Sasimila Fubara, Nnam Ewo is now on radio shouting about the recovery of River State property, and he started naming them. If he isn't a participant or a partaker in the sharing, how did he know that those properties were converted by Nyesom Wike? I want to tell him that while we focus on political differences, we should also focus on the developmental strive of River State. We should focus on how we can take the poverty outside the River State, how we can change the narrative of students sitting on the ground. And the governor also calling for the auditing of the local government councils. I hope he should understand that whatever thing that is done to others will be done to him. We should just try as much as possible while auditing to also audit ourselves. He was the former Accountant General of River State, so they should also audit him. And lastly, or conclusively, they are going to space. What are you going to space to do when Hungary is ravaging the town, when Hungary is ravaging the country? The federal government should at least prioritize some things. Let going to space be, let them calculate it, and let us look on how we can eradicate poverty in the country. Thank you, and do have a
all right, God's time. Thank you. Blessed from Adu. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother is here, Andrew.
Welcome, Blessed.
Those caretaker chairmen were swearing yesterday. A big congratulations to them. Started from Ambassador Chije Koyunwo, Asobia local government chairman. Pertaining the people who says that somebody from HA still continue to be the chief of staff of his local government chairman. That is far. You know, our governor, being the ordained governor, your governor, my governor, and everybody governor in River State, Governor Simla Fubara, I said it all. Say nothing like confrontation. Those people that they swear in as the local government chairman yesterday, they know what to do because they are in charge, and they are going to continue to be in charge until the election is coming up. So whoever is concerned that's working against the governor to go and retire himself from politics, because governor is the simplifier and the River State is simplified. So with this reason, let's continue working with our governor so that River State will continue working very fine like a Dubai. And whoever may concern again that they want to sponsor violence in River State, the person should go and blame himself, because our governor will not tolerate anybody to sponsor this. So we know their mind. They want to call state of emergency River State, and it's already failed. They have failed all these things they are trying to do. Finally, my brother, River State remain the treasure base of the nation. Anything that happens to River State, Nigeria jeopardized. That's my own concern. Thank you very much. River State is simplified.
All right, that's Leighton Barry from Bori. Good morning.
Good morning, Ifemi, my friend.
Good morning.
Let me look at where governor direct that caretaker chairman will operate from a specific area following the barricade of the local government by the police. Is this how it's supposed to be, that you saw in caretaker chairman and they no more operate from the council and they will operate from anywhere within the locality? Is that how it's supposed to be? Let me specifically say this, because I've always been supportive to Governor Fubara, but for this one, I fought him because he is the cause of all this problem. Right from when we have this opportunity, Star Chief Tony Okocha raised alarm, and the caretaker chairman of APC raised alarm and say he should start preparing means for conduction of local government election. This man paid deaf ear and resisted the idea. And the Chief Tony Okota has been singing this thing as song that he should start preparing the local government this thing in order to start local government election. He paid deaf ear. Now the thing has emanated to this point that they have to drag in bringing in caretaker, and this is why the whole problem has escalated. You know, see now the caretaker can no more operate from the council. They are looking for areas where they can perch from. Is that how it's supposed to be? Well, I call on the court to take a better decision on this matter, because this thing is not going to augur well. If it continues like this, I will then support Tony Okota for the state of emergency, or else he withdraw this action of trouble in the state or in the local government. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Leighton Barry. So I was telling us how I watched that press briefing yesterday where the APC was calling on the federal government to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State to address the unrest. Well, the chairman had said that the crisis could have been avoided if the governor had heeded the calls to conduct the local government elections. Be it as it may, constitutionally right, but the caretaker chairman also operating from wherever they are operating from, if it is to ensure that we wait until the police gives a report that, oh, it is now safe to go to the secretariat, we're not going to have any back and forth with anyone or any group of persons. Would you not prefer that, so that we know that everybody is at peace? And secondly, they are just caretaker chairmen, so wherever they are operating from. And the governor had also said, if you listen to him, that the plans to conduct an elections are in place. Is it? I was asking the question: is it constitutionally, has the governor faulted any laws, or is there any provisions that say you must conduct the elections upon the expiration of the tenures of a council chairman? Or is there a time frame for which, okay, between this period you should have? If that's the case, well, the law would have to explain, and then we would have to, at the end of the day, abide by what the law says. But in the meantime, what's most important is, if we are being honest and sincere that we want peace, then everybody should begin to look at how this is the governor and this is what he wants to do. All right, if it's not breaking the law, then let's just ensure that we have peace, and people in Rivers State can go about their business. People in various councils can go about their business and do their work. Let's take a commercial.